Welcome to Inspire Reads, where we delve into the depths of the soul through meaningful books. Hi, I'm Benjamin. Don't forget to follow the great books in the description. Today, let's uncover an emotional and heartwarming story titled True Kindness Always Hides in the Shadows. This novel, The Shadow Thief by Marc Levy, made waves in the literary world, selling 450,000 copies in its first week upon release in 2010. The story follows a bullied boy who possesses a unique superpower, the ability to steal others' shadows and hear their innermost secrets. Can the kindness hidden in the shadows change the lives of those around him? Let's find out! Beneath the cheerful, free-spirited exterior of a classmate lies a broken heart silently enduring pain. The images of happiness sometimes mask a tragic childhood, and the calm maturity may only be a facade for deep emotional scars. Let's set aside the mystique of the story and look deeply into the message the author conveys, the challenging lives of ordinary people and the quiet strength of kindness, which exists within each of us, waiting to be awakened. Have you ever read a fairy tale that made you feel like you were living inside it? This novel not only offers warm moments, but also touches the depths of emotions, enough to bring tears to many readers. This book is more than just a story. It is a lesson in true kindness, showing how kindness can exist in silence and darkness without words. The story begins when the boy has to leave the big city and move with his parents to a small town. The new life is far from easy, especially when he has to deal with Marquez, a rebellious, rude kid with a gang of followers. During the class president election, Marquez, overconfident and famous, was shocked to receive only one vote, his own. The embarrassment didn't stop there. The girl he was pursuing not only avoided him, but also became close to someone else. In a fit of furious rage and desperate to hide his inner shame, Marquez made the boy who had stolen his ball a target of his wrath. He beat him up and locked him in a locker as a way to vent his frustration. But during a chance encounter, the boy discovered Marquez's secret. He was actually a gentle soul, constantly berated, humiliated, and even beaten by his father for failing to meet masculine standards. On one hunting trip, Marquez's kind nature prevented him from killing a small rabbit, leading his father to explode in anger and call him a worthless piece of trash. Marquez grew up in a family lacking in love and recognition. His father frequently yelled at him, while his mother just stood silently by. Every time Marquez's past was mentioned, the pain was evident on his face, as if to say, "My master sees him as a worthless child, unwelcome." The suffering from a young age has become an ever-growing burden over time. The truths Marquez tried to hide were a heavy shock, and they were something the boy, the ball thief, was willing to endure silently. Instead of reacting to Marquez's embarrassment with criticism, the ball thief chose meaningful silence, understanding that Marquez's fear and insecurity were the reasons for his negative behavior. The ball thief kept Marquez's weakness as a secret, believing that true kindness does not need to be flaunted. The next day, when meeting Marquez, the ball thief simply reminded him about the field trip. Despite getting lost during the trip, it was Marquez who found him. On the way back, the ball thief acknowledged Marquez's efforts in front of the class, causing Marquez to feel confused and touched as he heard the applause from teachers and classmates. The ball thief's sensitivity and kindness opened an opportunity for Marquez to experience the recognition he had longed for. Marquez changed completely since that day. He became more reserved and no longer faced bullying. With maturity, Marquez not only became the class president, but also rose to become the mayor of the city. Life is a diverse canvas, with everyone carrying their own weaknesses and shames. It is truly difficult to see the truth behind a person's outward appearance. Sometimes, incomprehensible actions may stem from a past filled with pain or a life of hardship that we cannot know. When we recognize another's weaknesses, we should choose silence over exposing them. This is true kindness. Everyone has their own weaknesses and secrets they do not wish others to touch. A truly kind person is not someone who never spills food, but rather someone who doesn't stare when others do. Not prying into someone's privacy, not criticizing their mistakes, and not making anyone feel ashamed are marks of genuine kindness. Kindness sometimes needs to be preserved in silence, and sometimes silence alone is enough to show care and compassion. Luke, the first friend of the ball thief, despite his poverty, always harbored a dream of becoming a doctor. While Luke had to stay home and work as a baker to support his struggling parents, the ball thief was accepted into medical school, realizing his dream. Even though Luke always appeared cheerful and content with his current life, the ball thief remained concerned about his friend's situation. One day, Luke's shadow secretly followed the ball thief home and whispered, "Help my master change his life. Take him along with you before it's too late. Help him become the person he dreams of." The overwhelming worry in the ball thief's heart made him want to immediately find Luke's father to express his feelings and help his friend. However, his mother stopped him, emphasizing that Luke's life is his own decision. Despite this, his compassion for his friend wouldn't allow him to stop. He ran straight to the bakery, ready to intervene and help his dear friend. Luke's mother's words were an indelible echo. "You cannot interfere in another's life, even if it's for their own good. It is their life." Luke's face turned red, but he decided to remain silent and quietly leave. A few days later, upon returning to the dorm, the sight of Luke standing with a suitcase made everything clear. Luke's father had seen through his feelings and agreed to let him pursue a medical career. With the ball thief's support, Luke not only got into the program of his dreams, but also received a valuable scholarship. The story of Luke and the ball thief illustrates a profound truth. Each life has its own path. You have mountains to conquer, while I have rivers to cross. Do not compare your challenges with others, for every path has its own beauty and difficulties. No matter how good your intentions are, do not interfere in someone else's life. You cannot fully understand the secrets and concerns that quietly accompany their journey. Reality is often full of such situations. You want to pursue your favorite field of study, but you receive advice that it has no future, and that you should choose field A or B to ensure success. Or you decide to invest in your career, but you are advised to stabilize your situation before starting a business. You want to have a child and then return to work, but someone suggests you should stay home to care for the family. These pieces of advice, though seemingly well-intentioned, can actually be an imposition of others' actions on your life. Sometimes smart and rational advice may not be the best solution for someone else. Everyone's life is different, and no one has the right to decide for someone else. No matter how reasonable your advice may be, it doesn't guarantee that it will solve another's problems. A good relationship doesn't need to turn into a form of instruction. As a German writer once emphasized, advice based on experience is sometimes just old clothes, not always suitable for others. Offer help when asked, but only if you can truly assist. Otherwise, remain silent. When others don't seek you out, don't force your intervention even if you believe it would benefit them. Instead of imposing your help, focus on your own responsibilities. Carl Jung once said, "Don't try to change others. Be like the sun, shining and warming." For those who are lost in the darkness, what they need is not a light, but a guiding beacon. Let your kindness naturally spread like spring rain, quietly refreshing and warming everything. The scars on the soul are not easily seen, but they leave a profound mark. The story of the security guard, the close friend of the ball thief, is not only a tale of sacrifice, but also a journey in search of love and truth. On a dark night, when the school's gas stove exploded, the blast not only injured the security guard, but also revealed a secret he had hidden for decades. Despite living with the pain of losing his mother from a young age, the security guard had tirelessly searched for a notebook, a final memento from his mother. When the ball thief discovered that the notebook was merely a collection of the guard's own written reflections, it was heartbreaking. However, the ball thief's love for the security guard never waned, and with a warm letter from the mother, he helped the guard find himself again. As a result, the security guard left his old job, opened a new chapter in his life, pursued his dreams, and found happiness. This story is not just a lesson about love and sacrifice, but also a testament to the power of kindness and genuine care. In every moment of life, people carry a silent wound. Whether it be the pain from a broken relationship, a humiliating failure, or regret over missed opportunities. These wounds create dark corners in each person's heart. When you see someone else's scars, respect them and don't touch them. Exposing them only adds to the pain, like sprinkling salt on a wound. Hayek emphasized that the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and these very intentions, though seemingly right, often cause harm. True kindness is not intruding into someone else's life, not breaking personal boundaries, and not touching deep wounds. The work, The Ball Thief, has been praised by the French media as the most moving novel of the past decade. It lacks grand events of life or death, dramatic love or hatred. Instead, it is like a gentle tune playing on the radio in the afternoon, allowing these warm stories to settle in our hearts. Life can be full of challenges, but there are always those who quietly protect and bring warmth in silence. These acts of protection not only soothe difficulties, but also make life sweeter. Thank you for listening. If this video has brought value to you, please share it to spread the warmth. As spring approaches, don't forget to support Present by liking, following, and turning on notifications so you don't miss new videos from Peter Vision. May you and I be like the sun, shining brightly without needing to light up others. Continue to share your warmth through quiet acts of kindness. Thank you and see you in the next videos.